Take you in your big Hawaiian shirt down the street. Greetings, fellow gamers, and welcome to episode 3 of n3koshi Plays 7 Days to Die. In today's episode, I'm going to head back up the road, and I'm going to swing back through the logging camp, because I think when I went back and looked at last week's episode that I did, I missed out a couple of things. So I'm going to swing back through there, grab a few things, and then I'm going to go up and check out that barn. For now, up there on the hill, there he is. Let's see if we've got anything we can drop off here. Don't really need the torch, so we'll go ahead and leave it for now. Keep those painkillers on us. I'm going to go ahead and take these boards and craft up a few frames, because I find frames to be very useful. You can use them as step stools, you can use them to block off areas where zombies might be following you, that sort of thing. So we're going to go ahead and set out. Make our way down the ladder here. See if we can avoid being detected by that fellow up on the hill. And start making our way down the road. As always, as we travel, we're going to be picking up stones, at least until we get settled in somewhere and we can start turning mined stone into small stones to make crossbow bolts, or if you have the modified XML file that I have, you can also use iron fragments to make your crossbow bolts. Now, as I said earlier, that barn worries me a little bit, because barns have a bad habit of spawning dogs. So we're going to sneak around behind these logs, which if you actually want to take the time to break these logs down with an axe, each one of these will give you one piece of one wood log. I do know that one of the things that I missed while I was over here last time was these fuel barrels. Oh, I didn't get this trash pile either. Had a couple of feathers in it. That's kind of useful. And I hear footsteps fairly close to where I'm at. Where is he at? Uh-huh. He's gone inside the building. We're just going to let him go. Oh, no, it sounds like he may have turned around and come back out. I'm not sure. But if I also remember correctly, yes, there was a medicine cabinet I didn't search right here. Grain alcohol and a bandage. That grain alcohol will be useful later for making first aid kits. So now we're going to make our way down the road to the barn. Take a look at it. Go ahead and get our trusty little sawed-off shotgun ready. I did go back and review the files. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with them in terms of why I should have gotten such a good find in that gun safe, but I will keep an eye on it through the rest of this Let's Play and see if it actually becomes a problem, in which case I'll have to go back and try and make some kind of changes, but we'll just have to see what we get in the future. So we're lucky that we got no dogs. One thing is with barns, quite frankly, barns can be as dangerous as the dogs that they spawn, is don't pick up any hay bales that are touching a wall, such as these right here, and don't remove any cobwebs that you might find. Because at some point, football helmet, Iron Reinforced Club, I'll take that. They made some changes. I believe it may have been with Alpha 10, And I don't need that. I've got the mining helmet. To some of the structural integrity code. And a rather alarmingly large number of prefab structures suddenly became unstable in the sense that 1 or 2 blocks was all that stood between them and collapse. And in the case of barns, it can be a single hay bale or a single cobweb. Let's see, nothing in the cooler. There's an empty jar in the back. Tim! Tim, you've looked better. Well, you don't need that anymore, so I'll help myself. So back down the ladder we go. And I believe that's about it for buildings right here. And I'm hunted. Something has seen me. What has seen me? Ah, there we go. Crawler. Get rid of him before he alerts all the others to our presence. Oh, no, too late. We're going to have to fight. I was feeling a little crowded around here anyway. Let's do painted glass and a book. Book will come in useful for paper later on. Another pipe. Look at you trying to sneak up on me there in that early morning light. I can't quite, almost can't quite make you out against the road. Carrying nothing. I think that's about it for here. Check this guy. Nothing on him. Alright, that does seem to be it for prefabs in the area. I'm not seeing any other buildings. I believe we've looted this out completely. Yes, we have. And there's the morning light flicker. Really hoping they get that fixed at some point, where the lighting changes and you get, trying to check him. You get this kind of a flicker, and then suddenly there's a major lighting change. Look here, between us and home. Love that sneak damage bonus, shooting while you're crouched. If they have not detected you, you will get an extra, some extra damage. Very handy, especially if you're playing PvP, I imagine. I'm not exactly sure how the sneak damage works in PvP. I'm not sure how the game would be able to... Oh, that word scared me for a minute. Thought there was a zombie on my roof. Not sure exactly how the... Here, I'm talking about early morning light. It's evening. Not sure exactly how the game would be able to tell the difference between whether you've seen someone in PvP or not. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cut the video at this point, and we will pick back up in the morning. If nothing interesting happens, if something interesting does come up, I will resume recording. In the meantime, I'm going to go through my inventory, decide what I'm going to keep and what is going to stay here, because we will be leaving very shortly and hitting the road again. So, be right back. Well, it appears that we have a horde downstairs. They just sort of randomly came through. Hey, look, there's some of them running up over the hill now. If you go to see them again, there's one of those frozen walkers, but these were an actual wandering horde. Several of them ran up over the hill. One is still downstairs making a racket, though. I'm hoping it's just going to keep moving on. I don't like fighting zombies in the dark because they move so quickly. I believe... Yeah, I believe we got off a little bit lucky this time. They haven't noticed that we're here. So, other than the fact that they passed through, looks like we're just going to go back to waiting for morning to resume recording again. Okay, so it's morning. The rest of the evening passed pretty much uneventfully. It seems like some zombies have moved down into the area near us here. Having to make some real difficult decisions about what to leave behind, because as you can see, my inventory is pretty much full. The one thing I'm really trying to figure out is whether I want to take the charred pork with me. I like the idea of having the food. I don't like the idea of being smelly. And I think for that reason, I'm just going to leave this here as kind of a little campsite stash sort of thing. I'm going to leave the sleeping bag in case I do die along the road. That way I'll spawn back here and not somewhere randomly. I'm leaving the pistols behind as well as the Magnum parts. I don't have everything I need to make an entire Magnum, and never been a huge fan of it anyway, so I'm just going to leave that here for now. Pistols aren't terribly useful weapon. There is at least one, possibly two zombies downstairs in the garage, I believe. So I'm going to have to be a little careful coming out of here. Kind of wish they'd come out here in the back courtyard and go ahead and pop their heads out so I could kill them from up here. And I would really like to get in there and break up that toilet. Ah, there he is. Oh! I should not have let myself get back down into here. There we go. Okay, he's dead. Another tungsten trophy, some scrap lead. I'll go ahead and put those upstairs with my other trophy. And we're going to break this toilet down with a pipe. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And of course that breaking we're now sensed. Don't really want the scrap lead. I'll leave that here. Sensed, but not hunted. So they kind of sort of know that we're here. And they know something's going on. Wish I hadn't. Probably should have tried taking him out with a crossbow, but that was really close quarters to be fighting with a crossbow. So, back down the ladder we go. And I'm going to slide around the corner here one more time and fill these jars. So I've got 15 jars of water ready to go. Yeah, see, they broke through here in the middle of the night. They busted this door out. And now we're going to keep moving down the road. We're just going to keep heading south, see what we find. No. I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording again because, well, quite frankly, watching me walk down a road is not going to be terribly amusing. And as soon as I come up on something interesting, I will be right back with that. Alright, so it would appear our travels have brought us to a wasteland. feelings about this. There's generally pretty good loot in a wasteland, but that can also come with dogs and hornets, especially once you get into the rougher wasteland. And if you remember what I told you about these guys being tenacious, let's just give you an idea that they will continue to follow you. I have noticed that these frozen zombies actually seem to be more likely to continue following you, and it may just be perception on my part. It may not. I don't need those. May not actually be true, but it sure seems like they're more likely to keep following you after you've gotten away from them than the regular zombies. And I don't need that for now. Keep some space open. Make some more crossbow bolts here real quick. Yeah, see there, I hear a hornet now. Oh, no, we're gonna need sticks. Yeah, you see how fast she's moving? And this one is coming down here and is pounding on the edge of the road. Do I want to go in there? I do want to kill her and loot her, because we're still on the lookout for any meds. Oh yes, Home Apothecary book. Get rid of those for now. That is a special book that I added to the game. You actually need it before you can make antibiotics, but it also gives you the ability to make painkillers. I have added a recipe for painkillers. I think I've got enough here now. I can start making some crossbow bolts. Or maybe not. Now I can start making some crossbow bolts. And here we have... that's... yeah. Okay. Yet another addition to the game, the exploding fatty. He will run at you and explode just like a cop zombie will. And over here we have yet another addition to the game. That is the lurching fatty. And you will notice that he lurches in the same manner as Mr. Bobblehead here. He is much slower than the average zombie, but he is also much tougher. And I seem to have gotten the attention of quite a few zombies here. I'm getting a little hot in this area. I don't know if I want to stay or not. We're gonna... Take that, you brute. Picking on poor innocent travelers like myself? Is it that time? It is that time. And we're going to make a go for it. And of course it's going to land in the wasteland. We are probably going to have to make some really, really hard decisions about what we're keeping and what we're getting rid of, depending on what's in that crate. And since this is pretty much going to just be, because that's still a fair distance away, just a flat out run, I'm going to go ahead and quaff a beer here so that I don't have to slow down for things like hills getting in my way. I course have to slow down for those. This is actually the flatter wasteland, so I don't think dogs spawn out here. Don't quote me on that, because as soon as somebody takes that for gospel truth, of course a dog will spawn and kill them. And of course the fact that I've said that means it's there's a prefab over there. I'm going to go check that out here in just a second. We'll talk to you later, little missy. Alright. Let's go ahead and get rid of these zombies that are following us. Go ahead and use that. Get that blood bag. And cop. Apparently I can't remember the ingredients for a first aid kit. He just broke that rock. He puked on it and broke it. That's insane. What did he have for lunch? Oh. Quit hiding. You just killed a tree. This guy must have some really nasty acid reflux. I mean, shattering rocks, knocking down trees. That would be very helpful if I could actually hit him. I certainly don't want him to hit me. Oh God, dog. Oh Lord, I'm infected. I think this is an entire horde, actually. Alright. We need to beat a hasty retreat. Because, I probably should have saved that and used the painkillers instead, but I think this is an actual wandering horde. That's too many zombies to just be. I don't have enough crossbow bolts to deal with all of them. going to exercise discretion, which is the better part of valor, as they say. There, we are now undetected. And we're going to head back around the long way. Hopefully we can pick that supply crate back up without getting spotted by this horde again. They're all up there. Yeah, see, they're still moving through. If they had been a just regular spawned in place zombies, they would have stopped moving and just started wandering around in circles or just stood still. Since they're actually still following a fairly straight line, that was actually a horde that spawned. It's not unlikely that if it wasn't called by a spider, which is possible, it's not unlikely that after I had killed a few, that the corpses piling up raised the heat map in the area to the point that a heat map horde spawned. Are they still moving off? I swear it seems like they know where I'm at. You may have noticed that even with the sneak damage bonus on him... Oh crap. There's another dog. Oh! I thought I could get him before he puked on me. I was wrong. Yeah, that horde has turned around and come back again. I'm going to set a waypoint here and get the hell out of here. I will come back to that when I'm better equipped. For now, we are going to run like mad. This is one of the newer prefabs. I did add a prefab pack to my game. I believe this is supposed to be a McDonald's, or at least some sort of fast food type restaurant. Lots of toilets. I'm not going to take the time to break them down for pipes, though. Yeah, we're undetected, so we're just going to stay here for a minute. I'm not going to take the time to break them down for pipes. I'm more likely to find... Oh, cookware. We will definitely take that. More likely to find them somewhere else along the way. Yeah. Tim! What are you doing in here? You're dead. Again. We gotta quit meeting like this, Tim. That's kind of awkward. You just hanging out there in the bathroom like that. Some more cat food. Any food will do in a pinch, I guess. Corn flour, cornmeal, I guess. Sham. Anything in the oven? Some cans. Yeah, this is the little drive-through window. Hopefully there's some antibiotics in here. No, there's not. There's just another home apothecary. There are vitamins. Vitamins will give you a slight boost to your wellness, as well as curing dysentery, so we'll go ahead and take those. Anything good in the fridge? No. And I've got to admit, I'm curious. Where is the electricity to run these refrigerators coming from? I mean, is someone alive at the power plant, or we just have some of the best automated systems in the world going here? Unless they've got a... I don't imagine McDonald's has a backup generator. If that's the case, then a whole lot of houses have one. I had thought there was a safe in this prefab, but I'm not seeing one, so I guess I was wrong about that. Now we're going to try and... I'd like to find something I could hole up in as a... Oh, damn it. She hit that bump in the train just as I shot at her. And of course she's a fast one. Yeah, they've got my scent now. They know I'm in here. I don't think they know how to get to me just yet. Yes, little Miss Nursey, please come here and please have some antibiotics on you. No, home apothecary. Two of them. I already have them. Slide back in here for just a second. Some sham. Have some soup. And another can of soup. Go ahead and get our wellness up a little bit. Leave the broken glass, but we're going to craft those down into regular bolts, which is again something I've done because of additions that I've made. Alright, he would be right up here. Talk about timing. At least he wasn't one of the exploding ones. Something has seen me because I am hunted. We're going to turn that into moldy bread. Yeah, shows you how bright the AI is. Literally perfectly good open door. So now she decides to stop beating on the door and come around. Yeah, this is a problem. I'm bleeding out. I think it may in fact be time to make some noise. I'm hurt bad. I'd like to get to that building across the street. I think I can maybe hole up in there. Use it as a base of operations. Although I'm not sure I want to make a base of operations in the wasteland. But we're actually gonna, looking at the time, it's probably time to make some noise. And this episode may run a little long. I don't need a splint. Oh, there was a new one for you. That's the female crawler. Because, hey, you know, women can be paraplegic too. And, of course, while this weapon is very effective, I'm also drawing every zombie for quite some distance. Yeah, they all pretty much know I'm here. Yeah, you just keep walking, Fatto. Yeah. Take you in your big Hawaiian shirt down the street. You don't want none of this, he says as he cowers in the bathroom like a teacup poodle cornered by a hungry badger. That sounds like another horde. And we're just going to sit right here and let them move through. We're going to call that an episode, folks. And we will pick back up here. Same zombie time, same zombie channel. And we'll see if our intrepid hero survives his expedition into the wasteland. So, wherever you may be, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This has been n3koshi. Thank you for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and subscribe if you'd like to be updated when I post more. You have a good one.